Coming to you from the TFL studios in Boulder, Colorado, I am Andrei Smirnov, and this is May Truck Madness. This is episode 3, in which we're gonna show you guys the results of round 2 voting. And May Truck Madness is all about your votes for the most popular and the best off-road truck in the land for 2020 model year. And once again, you guys have responded in a huge way. For this round 2 of voting, we received over 24,000 votes and over 760 comments. We received your video clips and feedback. Really appreciate you guys in being involved in this competition. In the very beginning, we started with the Sweet 12. These are the 12 of the most off-road worthy trucks for sale currently in the United States. We organized it based on TFL's ORI, or Off-Road Index. And this is a way for us and you guys to score any off-road vehicle, be it truck or an SUV, and figure out exactly how good it is off-road on paper. So it's a rough guide. So we did that, and then we put them into a bracket, best against the worst, like March Madness would do. And here's a quick refresher on what ORI score actually is. It's on a scale from 0 to 100, 0 being a NASCAR with slicks, and 100 being a perfect off-road vehicle. And it uses four-wheel drive system, including transfer case, of course off-road tires, ground clearance, differential lockers, skid plates, approach, departure, and breakover angles, cameras, and off-road technologies in the vehicle. And we score all of those and come up with a final score. For example, a Power Wagon gets a 91 out of 100. All right, let's get to the results of round 2. For this, I need the best off-roaders and TFL's very own announcers and hosts, Stephen Elmer and Nathan Adlin. Guys, as always, thank you for joining me. Today we have Stephen Mad Moose Elmer.
Hey guys.
And Nathan Mad Dog Adlin.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Yes, so guys, let's go over the 3 matchups, the results from this week, and see what's the most popular and the best off-road truck is in each matchup, and then introduce what's happening this week, which is mega matchups, right?
Cool.
So let's hit it with a 4th matchup. It's the Ram Power Wagon, number 2 seed, versus the Nissan Frontier Pro 4X, which was the number 11 seed. And not surprisingly, the Ram Power Wagon takes this one with an 82% of the vote. So huge win.
Nice. I mean, you know what? Huge win for a huge truck, right? This is a big old heavy duty taking on a mid-sizer. We all know that the Power Wagon just has so much cool off-road gear on it. And I have a comment here already, guys. I'm going to throw it out there. I think it sums up this match perfect. Nicholas says, the Power Wagon is much better. It has a front locker, a disconnecting front sway bar, a winch, and way more ground clearance. The only thing the Frontier has going for it is its size. And I do have to agree, in this matchup, you know what, the mid-sizer is going to get down some tight trails, but at the end of the day, the Power Wagon is going to get through those tight trails because it's going to batch its way through.
Yeah, and actually I have a comment to go up against that, which agrees with you, and this is from Cloudy Predictions. And he says the Frontier is a massive underdog, but unfortunately has to go against the most capable off-road HD truck, which it can't go against other trucks, which it should. The thing is that if I recall, the ROI index shows that the Power Wagon is one of the top vehicles in that bracket. Am I correct?
Correct. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's a tough one to beat right out of the box, regardless of its popularity.
Yeah.
And I pulled out another comment, and this one is for the Frontier Pro 4X, and this one comes from Jason Dolimon, and he says, isn't the Frontier the only truck, design-wise, that's old enough to vote by itself.
That's about right.
A great comment.
So this matchup wasn't very surprising, but we're going to come up to another matchup down the road here, which was hotly contested. It was insane. So let's move on to the next one, shall we? Number 5 matchup of Truck Madness was between number 4 seed Ford F-150 Raptor and number 9 seed Chevy Silverado 1500 Trail Boss. And the winner was, once again by a big margin, is the Raptor by 78% of the vote.
Well, I think, again, that's not a huge surprise. I mean, the Raptor is a monster, right? We all love the Raptor. This thing is such a great desert runner. And one of the comments I thought was great was Larry says, "This is just laughable. These two shouldn't even be in the same parking lot. Blue oval for the win." Now, maybe that's a little fanboyish, I know, but you know what? I think it proves that one thing we already know, Ford guys really love their trucks. And in this battle, which really kind of comes down to a popularity contest, I think Ford's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, not only is the Raptor a hugely capable, super fast truck, I mean, it's an amazing truck. It is one of the most popular pickup trucks currently being built for people who don't own a pickup truck. I mean, just think about it. How many people out there absolutely love the Raptor, but by no means even own one, much less an F-150? There are a lot out there. So definitely, in terms of a popularity contest, the Raptor is hard to beat.
But let's take a look at the value, shall we? I mean, the Raptor starts at around what, $54,000 on paper.
Yeah,
I've never seen one of those on a dealer lot. It's a special order probably for a shorter super cab. And then the Trail Boss, we actually own one as one of our project trucks. Almost nearly fully loaded. It's 55 grand. So yes, the capabilities are different, but the value, I think Chevrolet brings value to the game. And rumor has it they're working on a Raptor competitor coming out really soon, right?
Yeah, I can't wait for that. And the latest rumor is supercharged 6.2 liter V8. We can't confirm that, but boy, if GM brings a supercharged 6.2 to its pickup truck, that's going to be one heck of a dogfight.
Have to say one more thing though. How many times have we written and other competitors written, will this truck dethrone the Raptor? Or is the Raptor extinct? Or is the Raptor going away? The Raptor is the #1 truck in its segment by far in terms of capability and popularity. And it's got the target on its back. And that's why I think this truck might go the distance.
Yeah, and it also has a cool name, right?
Well, yeah.
You can't beat that marketing and that name, right? I mean,
unless
it's very
you're Power
hard
Wagon.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
It don't care.
It don't care.
So guys, let's move on to the final matchup of this week. The results we have here. And this was a doozy. This was the number 6 seed, which was the new 2020 Ford Super Duty Tremor off-road package. And the number 7 seed, the Chevy Colorado ZR2 Bison. We specifically picked out the Bison because its ORI score was higher than regular ZR2.
Thanks to those extra skid plates.
Yeah, and this could have been an upset, right? I mean, or it was an upset in many ways. So the Tremor takes this one with 57% of the vote. This is as close as we've gotten in the Truck Madness competition. So guys, what are people saying?
Can I just read this one from M. Cool, who said, the ZR2 all the way with its locking front, center, and rear diff. Add that to a well-engineered suspension with those fantastic multi-matic shocks, and you've got a very capable, versatile off-road rig. Such a value at $42,000 out the door. That is definitely not the Bison. With a 308 horsepower and an 8-speed automatic. You know, he is absolutely right. It is a hell of a bargain if you consider how much gear you get for the dough, especially the regular ZR2. The Bison is pricey, but for those of you guys out there who want the ultimate mid-size off-road truck, it's really tough to beat, and it is extremely popular.
So I definitely won't argue against the ZR2. It is a great midsizer. But it's funny, I went through all the comments and it seems like the Ford guys voted, but the Chevy guys commented because there was so many pro ZR2 comments.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, I think people are undervaluing the Tremor. I think that truck is really amazing. Why aren't we talking about its front differential? I mean, it gets the same front diff that the Raptor gets. It's not a locker, granted, but it's close to being a locker. And plus it gets 35-inch tires right from the factory. That's epic. So I know a lot of people think, because the ZR2 is smaller, it's going to fit more places. But I don't know, guys. I think the Tremor here is not getting its due, at least in the comments. But thankfully, the Ford owners came out to vote.
The other thing we always ask is that you guys send us your video clips of your trucks, maybe about 60 seconds to tell us exactly why your off-road truck should win this competition. And we got a couple this week as well, so here they are.
Hey TFL, how's it going? Just wanted to add some input on this ZR2 versus Tremor competition, and let's talk about how the ZR2 is gonna outbeat the Tremor off-road in every type of scenario. Sand and fast speed dunes. This thing is light, it's nimble, and I have personally jumped it. I don't think anybody's out there jumping Tremors. All right, mud. You know what you don't want to do in mud? Weigh 7,000 pounds and be a heavy duty truck. That thing will sink. And this thing comes with Duratracks, which are capable, and obviously anybody can put mud tires on a Tremor, but this thing with mud tires is unstoppable in the mud. And lastly, trails. If you're in the forest, 80 inches wide, it's not gonna fit anywhere. This thing is gonna go down any trail that you can fit a Jeep Wrangler down. Thanks.
This is Curtis Nichols coming to you from beautiful Sylvan Lake, Alberta, Canada. And this is my 2015 Nissan Frontier Pro 4X. Bought this truck new. I actually had the twin of this truck, but a 2014 that got stolen from the dealership. Before that, I had a 2013 Nissan Titan Pro 4X. Unfortunately, the job that I was doing was it involved a lot of extreme off-road conditions, and from what was explained to me by Nissan was the fact that the Titan at that time was just an extended Frontier that weighed 1,200 more pounds, and so the suspension did not stand up to what I had to put the truck through, unfortunately. So this was what was recommended to me, and I have loved the truck. It has been a perfect, exactly as advertised. It really has stood up to the abuses that unfortunately I had to put it through as a result of my old job.
We started with 12 trucks and now we're down to the final 6. And we're gonna do this as 2 matchups, 3 trucks in each matchup. In the first mega matchup, we have the Jeep Gladiator Rubicon, Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, and the Ram Rebel.
It's time to meet the Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. This is one of the most competent off-road vehicles on the market, period. We call it Sarge.
Oh yeah, this crowd favorite sells like hotcakes. Years of popularity haven't diminished the dominance of the Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. We call this rig the Golden Boy.
With a yell, this rouser hits the trail. This is the Ram Rebel. We call it Wolverine.
In the second mega matchup, we have the Ram Power Wagon, the Ford F-150 Raptor, and the Ford Super Duty Tremor.
Still, after all these years, representing the heavy-duty rinks with distinction, it's the 2020 Ram Power Wagon. We call this beast the Rock Smasher.
The truck that has been taking a bite out of the competition for a full decade. This is the Ford Raptor. We call it the Banshee.
The newest heavy-duty bruiser on the block is the Ford F-250 Tremor. We call this beast the Ground Pounder.
Only one truck can win from each mega matchup, and then they will meet in the championship battle. If you're wondering exactly how you can vote and participate, you go to TFL Truck YouTube channel you're here already, and then click on the community page, and that's exactly where you will see the polls for the upcoming matchups, the mega matchups coming this week. And also you can add your, of course, feedbacks, likes, etc. And when we get a couple of good clips from you about your trucks, we will also publish them on the community page so everybody can see it. If you want to submit a video clip of your truck, the deadline for that is the same. And the way to send us the clips is using our TFL Studios WeTransfer link. We'll link it below. You can also use the link in the description below to get to the community page and vote right there. For this round, the final 6, voting and clip submissions deadline is this upcoming Thursday, May 21st. And then next Sunday, on May 24th, we'll announce the winners and the final championship battle. As always, thank you for joining me, and go back to tfltruck.com and tfloffroad.com for all the latest truck reviews and, of course, off-road reviews. Thanks.